How is that listening?
I've got a question for you. Yeah, it is listening. Why? Because it's just going to be the case. It's just going to be the case. It's just going to be the case. It's just going to be the case that if you genuinely are concerned about the Christian transmission of the text, it's going to be the case that any Christian which is more learned in his faith is going to serve a net positive on dialoguing on Christianity or whether Islam is going to be true. Now, him appealing to him who's going to be less learned on textual preservation to then dialogue with you, he's still having a one-to-one whilst the transmission of the information proper to the debate is going to be there.
It's going to be one-on-one.
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? He expects you to be by yourself because look, there's Muslims all there and there's just one Christian there at his side.
Stephen, or Peter. If he doesn't leave, I'm leaving.
That's what he's trying to do. Now, a fair debate is going to say that...
If he stays, I'm going.
Yes. Do you know why that is so? Because I'm actually learned in textual criticism and I ultimately know...
No one's speaking to me.
Hold on. Were you speaking?
Right now.
Yes.
Listen. Listen, it's going to be me and him.
If he is genuinely concerned about whether Christianity or Islam... Listen. Hold on. 1 second. So if you are genuinely concerned...
It's me and him.
Yeah, hold on.
It's me and him.
So listen. He's trying to trap you. Bro, he's trying to trap you in a corner.
You've broken the agreement.
It's me and him.
He's trying to listen, bro. He's trying to trap you in a corner. He knows that there are more Muslims than there are Christians in this situation. Therefore, he knows that you are less learned on textual criticism compared to me. So yeah, and how many Muslims are there behind you?
No one's
Do you know there's a certain psychology?
No one's yelling right now. 1, 2. Who else wants to join in? Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens.
No, guys.
You guys heard the terms from the beginning.
Let me whisper something to you.
It was supposed to be one-on-one. He's got someone whispering to him. He's now coming. Now it's supposed to be 3 versus 1. We gave him the respect.
I've seen your dialogue, Smile2Jannah especially. You kind of freeze up, right? No, bro. I'm genuinely concerned, right? That's why I was...
3 versus 1 is the same as 1 versus 1.
I was just trying to tell you.
This is the Trinity logic.
No.
Ah, really? Well, there's 99 of you guys
Listen.
and 1 of him.
David.
This is Allah logic.
Guys.
Lovely.
Guys, stop. Listen. I'm happy. One-on-one.
I mean, Smile2Jannah, would you like to have a
Listen,
one-on-one discussion with me?
One-on-one, stop, guys. One-on-one. Okay.
We're here for more
if you want to
support.
say anything, talk to me quietly.
Stop hand.
But
Yes.
one-on-one.
No one's going to talk to Jihad. That's a promise from us.
No one's going to speak to me.
Fine. One-on-one. One-on-one.
What
Don't worry,
happens if they speak
don't
to you
worry.
then?
Don't worry, huh?
What happens if
I
they speak?
can't stop you. I'll say one-on-one.
No, you're going to need to.
Guys, don't worry, look.
What exactly?
If
God-
they don't speak, we don't speak.
Listen.
If they speak, we speak.
Okay, that's fine.
Simple as that.
You're speaking.
Jenna,
So I can speak.
Listen, guys, listen.
Jenna, what exactly
I
is
don't
the
need you. I don't
risk?
need you.
I've got a question. Look, can I ask him one question? What exactly is the risk if I tell him something about his position which will reinforce the argument against Islam? Or
Because we already had an agreement. If there was no agreement, then it would be
No,
fine.
but what
if
is wrong in a dialogue if I tell him something which he's not learned in, therefore solving the issue that you have in Christianity, demonstrating that within reality the text is not actually corrupt. If you actually want a genuine
I've just
religion, one
responded
second,
to your
if
question.
you want a
No,
genuine
you're not
religious,
gonna hear- you're not
ladies and
gonna lecture
gentlemen,
me.
if you want
What's
a
wrong
genuine
is
religious
an agreement.
discussion,
You do not void an agreement.
if you want a genuine
If there was
religious
no
discussion,
agreement, then it would have been
if
okay.
you want a genuine
Do you
religious
understand what an
if
agreement
you
is,
want
little
to
boy?
say- Well, according to
understand
Islam, you
what
can
an
break your
agreement
vows.
is?
Don't worry, listen.
Well, according to 66
Come
laws,
on,
you
people.
can
You
on,
can give
wait
him the
now.
finger.
his vow.
Off
Come
you,
on.
pop.
Bye-bye. Listen.
We're here. We're
Get
here.
off camera.
We're here.
According to Quran chapter 66 verse 1, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, Muhammad could break his vow to Aisha. So if it is then the case that we should have some decorum, he should then condemn his Muhammad. But here's the thing, I've seen the Christian brother dialogue on camera and I see like he kind of, what's the word? He kind of freezes up on camera. And there seems to be a psychology with the Dawagandists that they can appeal to as many Muslims being there within an audience for the interlocutor to then be scared or frightened into a position to then conceding to the predominant force in the dialogue. dialogues at Speaker's Corner are not only about the polemics or the substance of the argument, but it's also about psychology. They notice that the corner is full with Muslims in this situation, therefore he's going to freeze up on camera, like replicated within the discussion. Secondly, I am more learned on textual criticism to dialogue about the preservation of the biblical text. So what is the net negative about me then whispering in his ear the actual answer to the question to which he's unable to answer? If he genuinely believes within reality the Bible is corrupt, he should then be able to discuss with anyone in their degree of skill as it pertains to the level to which they are able to discuss on the biblical data. And here's the other thing as well. Smile2Jannah, he's intentionally dishonest. This is previously I've tried to dialogue to him about the Bible and Christianity itself, to which he has explicitly ran away from me in famous occasions when we spoke about hypostatic union. So I'm not trying to reduce this dialogue into being like this maniac, I shout at you, you shout at me. I want a genuine discussion on biblical data and its preservation of the texts. I mean, most biblical scholars, although conceding to slight copyist errors, would actually agree that in antiquities it's quite impressive to have a 1st century mass train of transmission. But I'll concede it's probably not, good decorum the way I do things, but it's not fair how he's treating a Christian brother in terms of the psychology of the debate. And also I understand that he has a lot of social anxiety as it pertains to being on camera. I see that his level of engagement compared to his level of engagement off camera is a bit naff, so.
What's the agreement?
They're debating about how the debate should
Harry.
I'm leaving at 6.
That's fine.
Nah, I want to get some food.
It's better to have it as a one-on-one because at least the viewers are going to hear.
23 minutes.
Channel, his YouTube channel.
Who, that guy there? His channel is literally Smile2Jannah.
Okay, so to reiterate, I don't know what was caught, what wasn't caught. When the previous scriptures are
I'll get food after this.
I
would recommend having
so when it comes to talking about monotheism, Abraham preached monotheism, Jesus ultimately preached monotheism, but his words were corrupted, it was changed, they were interpreted, the word Son of God.
Yeah, who, what, when and where?
There we go.
Quiet. Excuse me, guys. Everyone. Everyone.
He just couldn't do it.
I told him. Don't
that was the agreement. That was why I asked my friends. I said, if someone speaks, we will.
Are you going to go?
I don't have to.
All right. Now the word of God, obviously. That's fine.
Who, what, when and
But
where?
I've been ready. I'm
Where
ready.
is this in jail? Where is he in jail?
They just can't
Who, what, when and where?
coherent enough to defend.
Come on.
Guys.